Good morning. So reasonable night's sleep. I think it was, I don't know, somewhere between 3 and 4 a.m. I got to sleep. That's better than 6 a.m. A couple of nights ago. So if I move in 2-3 hours back to normal time each day, that'll be good. But obviously on Wednesday, I'm going to have to get up at 4 a.m. For an important football match. Just having a coffee, which she left out for me. Packed up, so my dry bags are there, ready to go on the bike. Just getting the route on for today. So I think yesterday I did 86k with 16k at the start, not on the route, and I plotted 250. So that probably means I'm 70k into that route. So that's 180 left to go. And at the end, then there's the ferry across one of the islands. So if I want to make over 100k today. So I said when I replotted the route, a few days ago, I was talking about the big spike on the profile. That was because I was heading back up north into the mountains, where now I have to go past Fuji, coming down towards the coast. So it should be flatter. So just having this coffee. First thing I have to do is get some food. There was a petrol station not far from here, so hopefully that'll be open, and then just get on the way. So I'll give it updates later. Cheers. Alright, so just going up this pass, there's a river down to the left, some big, I guess, motorway up there. It's a river down there, can't see it at the moment actually. So it's very scenic. That petrol station, which was outside the accommodation, didn't really have anything. There was vending machines, so I thought I'd get going. Didn't pass anything in the town, so started to get a bit hungry. He did give me a homemade banana smoothie, which was very nice. I've got one gel. So from last night looking at the route, I think it was about 30k to the town. So I'm sure there'll be something along the way. If not, it's not that far. Just keep the effort very slow. No, I can't quite see it. Oh, something coming up behind me. First time in a bigger supermarket. We're going for 50 minutes, so good to get something in me. So some Ritz crackers, some Oreo, some Haribo, and a Coke, which is 700 millilitres, which is a bit of a random size. I don't think I've ever seen a 700ml Coke before. So that's a problem with bigger supermarkets. They don't really have the snack, like sandwiches and things. And there's nowhere to sit, but at least it's in the shade. Well, I could sit in that photo booth thing there. If I don't fall over. But I'll just stand out here, eat this odd breakfast. As you can see from that flag, it is a little bit of a headwind today, but actually keeps you cooler, so I can't complain too much. After about my millionth traffic light stop, there's a bike shop, pretty high end, so I might go and have a mooch in here for a minute. Velo time trial bike, lots of looks. Some Italian mates. made in Taiwan. You know what these mean? Award winning, I guess. Seems pretty decent. Half tempted to see how much front wheels are. Ship back one I've got. So Mavic Crisium SL disc, just over 500 quid for a pair. Whether they would split. Not that I'm going to do it today, but if the twitchiness continues to the point where I think it's unsafe. I don't think it is unsafe, but I can't go quickly downhill. I might consider doing that. I guess shipping my wheel back would be 50 quid-ish, I'm guessing. And then the labour for doing the brakes and everything could be best part of 100 quid. And then a wheel might be 200. Could get a cheaper one. Yeah, it seems a pretty decent shop. Constant traffic lights across the city. Seems to be an eternity to get across, but at least it gives you a little bit of a break. Oh, I'm not even going to try and ride up this. If you recall the story from the onsen on the day one video, I often wonder where they sent me. I mean, I did come on a train, I did see Fuji out the window, and it could have been Panasonic. There's some customer like that. Yeah. So, probably could have come up that without an unloaded bike, but yeah. I'm not going to knacker myself out, risk coming off. Oh, can't take your bikes in the lift. Okay. It's not too much effort to push it up there. So yeah, just crossing over here. May as well waffle. See, so it's over the train track. Yeah, been slow going with the traffic lights. But yeah, I was thinking after I left that bike shop, say putting a caption on, it's not going to be £100 labour. I was thinking, I'll take my shifters off, re-bleed, all that stuff. But yeah, they've only got to put the swap the rotor and the tyre. Might as well get them to do that. So it should probably only be half an hour labour, so maybe an hour cost. And they should have a bike box. So not a bike box, a wheel box. So if I did have to ship it back, it probably would be doable, and not too expensive other than the price of a wheel. And it would. I almost bought a set of normal wheels rather than the deep section. So normally it's not an issue, and it's not an issue at the moment. So it's only if I start getting over 50 kilometres an hour. It's a bit, you can't really go faster than that with a wind. So I think it is the wind and the speed and the loaded front. I probably didn't go that quick. We're testing it back in the UK. So I mean, probably shouldn't be. You just want to pick up the speed when you're going downhill to get your average up. But I say, it's not a race, and the aerodynamic advantage and the weight advantage. Of this wheel probably, even though I can't go that quick, overall it's probably better. But it's just a bit annoying when you're like, oh, better slow down a little bit. But that's probably for the best. So I'll see what the options are and contemplate it going on. So it's almost lunchtime. What time is it? It is 12:30 now. How far have I gone? Hold on. 34k, average speed 22. So say it's not just going through that town. Bloody traffic lights. Few close passes, but nothing that bad. Nothing compared to England, but that's why I went on the cycle path. So I think going across towns is always going to be slow. I should be out soon, and then I'll get some lunch. So I've done 34k, so only another 60 odd. So this space, only another 3 hours of riding. 12:30, yeah, so maybe further, we'll see how it goes. Bike rush hour. Arigato. Few navigation issues there. Hopefully we're about on the right way now. Well, it looks like finally getting to the outskirts. Shizuoka. So yeah, well, that's what I thought getting out of Tokyo was going to be like. But yeah, it's the first sort of big city crossing of the trip so far. I should have stayed. So, lunch break, and then heading into the hills on a fairly mainish road. Yeah, that was fun crossing that. Did think should have asked to use a track pump at the bike shop as well. I think I got a mini pump, a track mini pump, which has got a gauge on it, but it would have been good to use a proper one just to check. But bear that in mind for next time I see a shop. So lunch is 2 of these fried chicken things, a packet of what look like chocolate twists, which brings back a memory, and a Coke. I think that was £4 2p. But bit, which I both said I can sit in, but if I'd have known, it smells alright in here. Like for food, probably would have got something in here, but I didn't see it. But yeah, just get this and then get going. Well, the first one was alright. That one seems a bit raw, like jelly. If I get it off now. Yeah, it would have been better to have got something from here in there. So anyway, I went back to the counter to get a coffee, which hopefully, has it made it yet? Should have a chicken, trying to say it's not cooked. She just acting like there's nothing wrong with it. So I just gave up. But yeah, I was going to risk it. It was a bit definite. Yeah, definitely needed a little bit longer in the fryer, I think. Yeah, let's have a coffee and then go. And for info, the coffee was £1.24. The first tunnel on quite a major road. At least it's got this cycle path. So, see how long this goes on for. I'm gonna have to take my sunglasses off. It is bloody loud in here. Do not enter. Let's confirm that then. Oh, I can't oh. Well, I can't continue on my route. Just go on equivalent roads. As long as I'm going into the wind, I'm probably going in the right direction. Right, so I was following the main road and there was a big cycle path along it for the most part, and even on the other side of the road I saw some local roadies who were cycling on the road rather than on the cycling path. But then it got to this other town and then it had that "you can't go on it" sign, and it didn't look like the cycle. I couldn't find a cycle path for it. So this road appears to be going parallel with it. And there's this big cycle path, so I say it's a little bit annoying because you can't really get any momentum, but it's fine. At least, you know, keep plodding along in the right direction. So it reminds me of the A5. I think loads of like, I don't know, tyre places, motorbike shops, fast food places, lots of traffic. But so you got the cycle path. So I'll just continue along here. I was going to say when I write up for the Strava, I must have gone through 100 traffic lights today, with 50 of half of them being on red, so I'm to stop. But I won't be surprised if it's approaching 200. It's just constant. This so-called A5 roads are never ending. It's getting a bit tedious now. Back in the hills, moaning about them the other day. Now they are welcome. After that, that wasn't that bad. Just met a couple of Russians, all loaded up, doing a mix of train and bike. About 1,000 k, I think they said they'd done, but I don't think they're doing much more. And saw some other cycle tourists from a distance, Asian ones. So obviously a route which people go. So even though coming down this way, we'll miss out Osaka and Kyoto, whatever, which will probably be even more of a urban sprawl. So let's just get it out of the way. It's going into this other mega big city. It's about 40k away. Let's try and get a hotel there. So that is what I've just been across. Went on for ages. So at least a little bit of greenery now until so back in that next city. So I think that is a road which my route was plotted. So yeah, almost be able to rejoin up going into that city soon. I'm just having an ice cream in 7-Eleven. So I just got into the city I was aiming for, the outskirts of it. So I just had a look at accommodation. Probably only on about 90k, but to cross the city, all the accommodation, the cheap accommodation is on the outskirts. It's either this side or the other side, or pay more in the centre. There's quite a lot here, so I wanted to do 100k. I'm guessing I'm on around 90. Can't remember. I haven't looked for a while, but it'll be around 90. There's a load of budget ones, about 2k. So I've had enough of urban riding today. So I'm not just going to ride to 100 for the sake of it. So there's one looks all right, £19, and if not, there's like 22, 20, 25, 31, like all round near it. So I'll go to that area and then see what it's like. So a very interesting day. And I've got this lovely double chocolate ice cream, quite nice. So I don't know if it's all around my mouth. Well, here I am. It's right next to the train station. There's a sauna, but I don't think I'll be going in that. It feels like I've been riding in one all day. So I've seen a few of these hotels. There's a lot of bikes outside, so I might not be able to bring it in. So I'm just gonna have to check. And the check it's not a pod. I don't fancy a pod, even though the pictures didn't look like a pod. Well, I've come to the wrong place then. He wanted 17,500 yen. Which is about 80 quid. That's out of my budget. So maybe I clicked the wrong one on the map, so have another look. Well, it's the right place. As I say, just don't have any of the cheap rooms left. So on to the next one. So I just went past one which was meant to be £40. This one's meant to be, this pink one's meant to be £25. So I'll go and try this. So here I am in the pink hotel. £21.94, no, £20.94, including breakfast. I thought I'd asked her if I could bring my bike in, and she said yes, obviously misunderstanding. And then I couldn't get it in the lift, and I came back to go up the stairs, and then she came out and was trying to get me to put it out in the car park, but a few coups-de-size. That's very nice of her. So yeah, not bad for £20. So get showered.